good, you guys? This is Vibes with Nehemiah, where we talk about world and hip hop news and get different perspectives from our weekly guests. And we got a special guest in the house today. We got SKOTTthaMENACE.
What's man?
It's good. It's SKOTTthaMENACE. So basically, we're gonna start off, of course, talking about the news. So we got some weird news starting up. Well, I don't know if it's weird, but I don't know if it's convenient. Are intended to allow users to gift dates to Lyft rides. So if you use Tinder, and I don't know if you want to admit that you do or not.
Tinder's the one where you swipe right? That's the one where you swipe left?
Yeah, just swipe right, swipe left. So, do you think that that's convenient that a dating website?
Wait, okay, so you can gift somebody that you like with to like a Lyft ride?
Yeah, so like let's say if you match with someone
Bro,
on
that
Tinder.
is convenient as fuck. Bro, you can dance. You be fucking like people on Tinder be fucking. You can just be like, here's your Lyft.
And then
Bro, just come in, get your Lyft back, bro. That is lit.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean, Lyft's smart.
You ain't even gotta call no Uber no more. You're like, yeah, I already pre-ordered your Lyft
with the Tinder.
Yeah, it was here 5 minutes ago.
I was talking to someone else about this, and they were saying, well, what if you Lyft someone, right, and they do not look like the person in the pictures?
Oh, you getting catfish?
I mean, you get catfish. So what do you do when a catfish pulls up?
You order your Lyft. But you gotta order them both at the same time so that they both get here. So that way, if you like nod, she can just hop into the Lyft. You know what I mean? So you don't gotta wait. Like boom.
Well, that sounds convenient as heck. Well, whatever you guys think, leave it on the comment section if you guys are gonna use Tinder pretty soon. Alright, so it looks like SKOTTthaMENACE is gonna buy this new VIBEZ.WIT.NEHEMIAH airbag.
Bro, I seen that. That's kind of cool. Like I saw it on
You fucked with it?
Okay. Not if it was 39, like, if it was something like cheap, you know what I mean? If I saw like a little knockoff one, and it was like 50, I'd be like, damn, like, I kind of get that. That's kind of, I don't know if I like the brown, but
the original
it's kind of hard, bro.
Honestly,
it's not kind of hard.
It's gonna open the doors to new bags, like it's
yeah, no, okay, most definitely, but I think that's hard, bro. You can just walk around with your plane. Oh my god.
Well, for others that can't see the thing that we're looking at, so apparently Louis Vuitton has an airplane bag for $39,000. Damn.
Bro,
who's the first celebrity gonna rock that?
I'll do it. It'll be me. I feel like that's like a.
It's like a Kim type. I don't even know if it's a Kim.
If we talking dudes, that's definitely like a Uzi.
Uzi.
Well, you guess Uzi will rock that bag.
That is so Uzi.
And he be rocking the bags too. That's a Uzi bag, or I can see like rich to the kid, just the type of shit like that.
Nah, like I mean, if they do different colors, I definitely think it would.
Yeah, that's hard.
Pretty bars. But 39,000.
Not for that.
39,000.
Not for that.
Alright, for next up, so man stirs up the internet with photos of parents' shrimp tails found in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So imagine that, bro. You over here eating. Yeah, you over here eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you find some shrimp tails in that bitch. How are you feeling? Because I love me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
He could get his bag though, bro. I feel like that's something you can sue.
So apparently he is suing him. It got like a lot of, obviously got hella likes and other shit. Would you be upset? Or would you go this far to taking a picture and blasting it?
I mean, maybe because that's a bag, like I said. But yeah, that's just some weird shit. Okay. People find like weird shit all the time in the food. Like, what's that other one about? Like the monster can? There was like a rat in a monster can. You see that one? Bro, like, there's shit like that all the time.
Well, actually, this is actually a couple of weeks ago, but just recently, like a week and a half ago, a kid found a bullet. And I'm trying to think, where was it at? I think it was in Hot Cheetos.
A bullet?
In Hot Cheetos.
Bro, the world is just weird. Sometimes you just can't explain shit.
So you guys, definitely check your guys' food twice. Please.
Oh my god.
And the next, so now, enough with the world news. We're going to talk about some hip-hop news. And of course, I'm pretty sure you're going to be excited about this. Everyone should be excited about this. So Too Short, apparently Too Short and E40 confirmed new joint album with Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube.
I've seen that.
So
I got Ice Cube on my shirt.
I know, right? Represented Ice Cube.
Alright.
That is crazy. I mean, I don't even know. When I think of a collab like that, I don't even know what type of music's gonna come out.
Exactly.
Because you can have a love song, you can have a punk song, you can have You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's all 4 of them?
Yeah, all 4 of them. And they say that the only feature on this album is Dr. Dre. That's the only feature. So it's going to be mostly...
It's all the old hits.
Yeah, so...
That's hard.
Who are you more excited on this album to hear from? Because they all kind of haven't really dropped anything recently.
Snoop and Ice Cube. I feel like I didn't listen to them. Listen to E40 or Too Short as much as I listened to them. And a lot of I feel like Ice Cube's one of the people that helped get me into music. I started off on like the old heads. So I went from like Eminem to into like NWA, Ice Cube. So definitely them 2. But Too Short, or E40 is hard too.
Nah, I mean, I can't imagine just because I don't even think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think I've heard an E40 song with Ice Cube. I don't think I've seen I heard a song with E40 and Snoop Dogg either. So that would be interesting, especially with Too Short. And honestly, I feel like more older generation artists should do this. What do you think about that collabing?
Just collabing? I think that's a great idea.
Especially if they're like legends like this.
Oh, you're talking about big people. Oh, I thought you were just talking about people in it. I thought you were just meant people in general.
No, like just like older artists that don't really put out music that much.
Yeah. I feel like just collabing in general is a good idea. I feel like everybody should do that.
So it says E40 and Too Short versus on Saturday, December 19th. I don't think I saw that. Or maybe
I didn't. I haven't been watching the verses. I've seen who's been doing them, but I haven't watched them.
Have you heard about they want to do that Chris Brown and Usher?
For verses?
Who do you think that would win that?
Bro, Chris Brown.
I honestly think so too. I'm not saying Usher
hard, but Chris Brown that's breezy.
Chris Brown do got that.
That's breezy all the way.
Alright, so next up, Akon wants to run a city on his own cryptocurrency.
Bro,
apparently he's building his own island.
He is, yeah. He playing God. He's like, I got my city. We gonna have our own money. We're gonna do this, bro.
So, apparently, while he's a sober artist, he doesn't drink or anything like that. So, so he saves his money, he invests it in a lot of things. It says, plans announced American singer Akon last August to build Akon City, a futuristic hub in his homeland where we're greeted with enthusiasm. Well, I mean, fuck, if you have the money, right?
Yeah. You run out of things to buy at some point, so where you gotta have your own.
Hey, this would be perfect for COVID, though. I mean, like, sometimes have your own island and then have your own money. Like,
okay, but who's gonna live on an island? Is it something that you could just like?
So I'm trying to think about that actually. Let me see if it says anything like that.
You gotta like apply for it.
A residential and a commercial hub, complete.
Yeah, but how do you get onto there though? Like, there's probably some shit you gotta like apply for. I doubt he just put up like listings.
Man, I'm telling you, it'll probably be the hardest thing to get in.
That's crazy.
Tell me why like famous people are gonna jump on that though.
So what?
A lot of famous people are gonna jump on that. Like, shoot, let me go live over there and shit. Alright, so next up, a pair of Kanye West sneakers are on sale for $1 million. Dude,
it's crazy how like people buy everything, bro. People spend $1 million on some sneakers, and they can.
Exactly.
It's the fact that they can do that. Like, yeah, I can just drop like a cool meal on some shoes. Damn, I'd be not wanting to spend like $100 on shoes.
On some shoes. So apparently he wore these shoes during the 2008 Grammys when he performed Hey Ma and Stronger, which was really, really popular songs from Kanye. Yeah. So I could see why the price would be there. Just a curious question though. So if you had in your idea, like in your mind, if you thought like your favorite artist and you could get hands on a pair of the sneakers and he performed your favorite song in the Grammys, would you spend money on those pair of shoes?
Honestly, I would not.
You wouldn't?
I feel like I would wake up the next day, I feel the same. Like, I would be just fine. You know what I mean? Nothing gonna change.
It's not gonna make a difference.
So I'm gonna save that money.
Why do you think people buy?
Because they can.
Exactly.
Because they can. Because they got like a trophy room in their house. And they are so rich that they just can't. They can buy that and just put it in there.
They'll be like, hey, bro, I got some. Come check this out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like every barbecue, every party. Someone's gonna be.
Or even like a big like a resale person. You know what I mean? Like if they could, because I'm sure you could resell those for more than that.
Yeah, that is true.
Do some shit, bro. If you get like Kanye to sign them.
That too.
Even more.
Especially
like
with all the controversy with Kanye and all this stuff.
Like I said,
it could go up and down.
Somebody will buy it, bro.
Alright, so that's up for the news today. So of course we want to go ahead and talk about you, SKOTTthaMENACE. What is good, bro? You just did a project out.
I do have a project out called BLACKHEARTS.
BLACKHEARTS. Why did you call it BLACKHEARTS?
I feel like okay, so I had another plan to call it Alone on Valentine's Day, and I was in trouble on Valentine's Day. But I ended up just not liking the title, and I was thinking of other things to call it, and like I use on my phone, like the emojis, I always use the black one because I feel like it's just, I don't know, I just fuck with the black one. And I used it, and then I just thought, I'm like, okay, BLACKHEARTS, like I fuck with it, and it is like, it goes with the concept that like your red heart is broken and then turns black type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
kind of like it
was a cool little, it had like a cool little depth to it, and it was simple. So yeah.
So for those that don't know, how many projects have you put out?
Okay, so I have done one EP and two other albums, but that first album you're not gonna find. I'll take that shit off. But so right now you could find my one album and my one EP.
And what are those called, just for people?
My album is BLACKHEARTS, and my EP is called New Lane.
New Lane. So check that out, you guys. Of course, it's on all platforms.
Yeah.
So let's start a little back up from the beginning. So are you born and raised in Bakersfield?
Yeah.
Homebred in Bakersfield. What high school did you go to? We won't get too deep into personal information.
I went to Independence High School.
Independence. Okay. So out of high school, well, I know you said you started doing music in high school, right?
Yeah.
When did you want to start taking it serious? Was it in high school?
No, it was okay. Well, I always wanted to like pursue it, but I didn't start taking it like serious until like beginning of like 2020, like right before the COVID shit hit. It was like that was when I was like, okay, I want to go like I just want to do this shit full time. Yeah, like I want to do everything I can to push myself to get to be the best, basically.
So what type of mindset do you think you have to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it now? Like
that is the hardest you know what? Honestly, like I haven't reached that mindset yet because I still don't fulfill my time as wisely as I should. But it like takes so much like self dedication and like motivation to be like, you know what, like I'm gonna get up and do all this shit that I need to do.
You definitely
gotta put all my money into it. I put most of my money into this shit, so obviously I have like a vision for it. I would just be wasting my money. You just gotta be like so dedicated and motivated to do this shit, and I feel like you gotta train yourself for like a lot of stuff.
And think about it, you said you said you started 2020, right?
Yeah, that's why I started taking like serious. Yeah.
Okay. And how many followers do you have now?
How many followers?
Yeah.
I have a good amount of followers. I got like a little over 2K on Instagram. I started doing TikTok. I got like 15K on there. I stopped doing it, but I'm getting back onto it to like promote my music and shit. And my SoundCloud's gone up from like 50 to like I got almost like 900 now. Like I'm definitely
you hear this, guys?
Yeah.
He started in 2020.
Yeah.
So you gotta just keep, you know what I'm saying?
And I wasn't even pushing as hard as I could. Like I said, like I haven't been pushing as hard as I know I could be, which is something I'm definitely trying to do. But if I was doing that all 2020, I'd be bigger than I am right now. Like I feel like you just gotta. Nah,
I definitely heard your music. I definitely fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely see your grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you said you're gonna perform pretty soon.
Yeah, I am doing. I'm co-headlining a show in LA in June. And me and my boy Legend, shout out Legend. Yeah, we're doing that. I'm doing a cypher in a couple weeks in LA. I'm just setting up every little thing I can. Yeah, it's content. Everything is just content.
And that's what I'm asking too for other people and other artists that are starting out. How important staying consistent is? How important?
Consistency is key, bro. I'm not even consistent all the time, but if you look at the people that are huge right now or blowing up, they posting every day. They posting 3 times a day. They doing every little thing. They posting on Instagram. They tweeting. They like doing every possible thing they can. And yeah, they probably got like a team helping them, but consistency is key.
Which is funny, right? You get so big that you literally have a team that posts your things. It kind of gets you going, and that's crazy. I mean, the next thing I would say is like I would say fans kind of help you with staying consistent and all that.
Oh yeah.
So how does it feel having fans now?
You know what? I just like thought to myself. I feel like for a long time I didn't go like through life thinking that I had fans type shit. But like not that long ago, I like woke up one day. And I was like looking at my stats, cause I look at my stats every week. I be checking out how good my songs do, like all that shit. And I was looking through my stats, and I was like, damn, like my stats have like been popping lately. And I was like, I got people that actually just like wake up and listen to my shit. You know what I mean? And it's just a cool feeling to have that some random ass person is listening to your music today, and like not even just like once today, they're listening like all day. They was listening to these 10 different songs. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy to have.
And the cool thing about that too, of seeing stats and all that other good stuff, is that you can see some of them. I'm not just sure. I know what SoundCloud does is it shows you what continent they're in.
Oh yeah, where they're at,
and stuff like that.
That's
so how surprised are you,
bro? I have like here. Let me pull up. Like I got.
Pull it up.
Let me see where my SoundCloud stats at. Like I had random ass people would be like, yeah, people in Canada listen to you today. People in Africa. People like
shoot.
All these things, and I'm like, damn. That's like here.
And it's funny too, because I hear like comedians. Sometimes I hear comedians, artists. They talk about their stories of them being in like Siberia.
Yeah.
And it's like they're going to visit out there to do a show, and I'm just like, whoa, that's insane. Like.
Yeah, I got here. Hold up. Let me see. I got 50 countries on here. The people who listen to my stuff.
Dang, shout out to all the countries.
Canada, UK, Germany, South Africa. I got almost like 400 plays from South Africa, Ukraine, France.
Shout out to South Africa.
Russia. Shout out to everybody, bro.
For real.
If you're on this list, I love you.
Much love.
I love you so much.
So, what is a thing that you could do in the future that would be for your fans? For instance, like if you wanted to see, like, do you want to be involved with your fans as far as like doing meet and greets, doing like going out, like doing community stuff like that?
100%. I just feel like I want to start doing that when I have a bigger fan base.
No, I totally understand.
Yeah. But
I was just saying, how important you think that would be?
I think interacting with your fans is like extremely important. That's how you keep them. I feel like connecting. That's a big thing. So I like doing fan opportunities, things like that. Cause I just don't think I'm there yet personally, but I would like to one day when I am. You know what I mean? Cause
I've met artists that I've looked up to. I met this guy named Lecrae, who was a Christian artist. Okay. Cause back in the day I used to do Christian music. Okay. And it's crazy how humble people are. Yeah. Honestly. And sometimes some people are not, like, camera could make people seem a certain way and they're not in a sense. So, with that being said, how crushed would you be if you went up to your favorite rapper and he dissed you? Would you take that personal?
I would take that very personal. I feel like that's horrible. Yeah. I feel like that's one of the most horrible things you can go through. I mean, like... That shit would kill you. Like, if that's like your hero, you listen to this dude every day.
Well, like you think about the J. Cole story where he tried to give Jay-Z a CD.
Yeah, and he threw it away or some shit, right?
He threw it away.
Yeah. That would kill me. I'd be like, damn. All right.
Like, no. But he did not give up. Like, and that's the crazy thing, right? Like J. Cole now, and like and it's crazy because even when he is signed with Jay-Z now. Jay-Z still hasn't shot him out, and he obviously was vocal in lyrics because I've heard J. Cole say that in lyrics. If you got signed with a label, do you want to be signed by a label, or do you want to do independent?
Okay, if I can do independent, I'm gonna stay independent. If I like blow up on some independent shit, I'm gonna just continue to be independent. But I also believe in having that little label push, because I feel like you can go from label to independent. That'll be, I feel like it's easier to go label to independent than just going straight independent. But I definitely feel like if you could just stay independent, stay independent.
So I was going to ask you, so what would you think the benefits of being independent would be? And then what would you think the benefits would be with having a label?
think the benefits of being independent are you control everything. Like you own all your stuff. You don't gotta worry about anybody else making your money. Basically, like all your money is yours. You don't owe.
Like Lil Nas.
Yeah.
Like Lil X, Nas X.
Everything
of the Old Town Road.
But like you own everything. You're in control of everything. You don't got somebody over your shoulder. I mean, yeah, you got like you might have a manager, a team, shit like that. But as like compared to like a label stands where they got authority. You don't have an authority over you. I mean, and I feel like when you are independent, you can just express your creativity and like artistic needs.
So do you think you would get more work done being in the label then, or do you think you would get more work done being independent?
I think,
in a sense,
I think you can get the same amount of work done. It will just, I feel like if you're with a label, it's forced work.
And do you think it's better being forced, or do you
No, I feel like it's better not being forced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like your forced work is just rushed. It's just something to be done. Type
Alright, so yeah, stay independent. What is your goal at the end of this year, 2021?
My goal is to double everything that I did last year. All my numbers, I want double it at least. I want to start making a check this year. I want a check to come in for the shit that I do. I want
Ooh, I can't imagine that feeling, huh?
Yeah, bro, like it's one thing right now. I mean, yeah, I'm getting small little checks. I want like a nice little check to come in where I'm like, damn, yeah, keep doing this type thing. And I want to get a nice little big feature in. I want like to do shit that'll help me blow up. Basically, I want to put more.
Do you want to say who feature? Who kind of feature?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
I just want a big feature. And
how much you willing to spend? I
got a couple grand in that I've been saving for
just
like
for that
feature.
Just for that feature.
Yeah, just I don't know who yet, but when the opportunity like presents itself, I'll have money to put into it. You know what I mean? But,
and that's the beautiful thing about music, right? You can make money off it. You know what I'm saying? And eventually people could just you can just kick back. You know, obviously you do have to put in the work, do the music, pay for it is an investment.
That's a dream, bro.
Yeah.
I feel once I can start making my money off of that, like not even just like a side hustle type thing, as in like that's my job type shit. Like I feel like I can't wait for that.
So that's what you want to do. You want to no more work. You want to. This is your full time.
If I can get there, then yeah. Like if I'm making enough money doing this,
you will, right?
If I'm making enough money doing this, then that is the goal.
You will,
like fucking 9 to 5. I'm not trying to do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like that's what everybody else does. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I'm trying to be my own thing. Yeah.
So we're talking about what's your plans at the end of the year. So are you staying in Bakersfield? Do you want to stay in Bakersfield? You want Bakersfield your home, or are you planning to move in?
I will most likely just stay in Bakersfield. I feel like I got everything here. There's no reason for me to go and leave and start brand new.
Because you know how artists do that.
Yeah, I would do it if it was on some like content. Like if we go in and doing a content house in LA.
And then kind of
okay, cool. I'd do that because that's me building my career and presenting myself to like with opportunity to create and build. But if it's not some shit like that, I'll probably stay in Bakersfield. I got my family here, my friends, everybody I know.
So what's the potential do you see in Bakersfield? Because obviously there's not a lot of people that came out of Bakersfield big. What do you see the potential in that? In
somebody doing it, or in like me doing it?
Just you, like you in general. Just like, what do you see the potential in doing it? Like
and it happening?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of potential. There's like not even just me, but like artists, bro. There's so many like crazy artists in Bakersfield to where you're like, how have you not even blown up yet? Like, I think the potential is crazy.
And this is a good question. So, what do you think it takes to get blown up? Like, how do you think that happens? It just drop a good song and it just happens?
I think honestly, it's very random. So, it's a lot of skill and it's also a lot of luck. It's just who sees what. Not all of it is obviously luck. Like you gotta be good, but you also gotta have that little luck to where that opportunity presents itself. Because you could be, people are good forever, and that opportunity never comes. They don't blow up. You know what I mean?
And I guess that's why you gotta stay consistent, because you keep posting. That's how you never know who's gonna see that.
That's how your opportunity comes. Yeah, and it's just, yeah.
So, how does local rappers here in Bakersfield influence you?
Oh, I look up to a lot of local rappers, and I try to surround myself with them because they help
You got that
me
mindset.
build. Yeah, if I'm just not doing nothing all day, doing my own little thing, then I'm like not being forced to like work, kind of.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I'm being lazy, and I don't like doing that. I like being around people that are gonna make me work, make me be more motivated to work, and like just push me.
And honestly, like, just hearing from what you're saying, you're very mature. Like, honestly, like, you've experienced a lot. You know what I'm saying? It just seems that way just because how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, experiences help build character, you know? And like how you said about distractions, now we'll kind of get into another subject. So how big are relationships a distraction? Just in life or just in music? Do you think that's...
I think relationships are a huge distraction. Personally, I know how I get, and I feel like they're a huge distraction.
So like, what do you mean, like, when you
I
say
also,
how
don't,
you get?
I also don't think they're bad, but I think they are a distraction.
So is it like bad experiences in a sense, or just...
Like, is a relationship a bad experience?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I feel like some people can just have that relationship that lasts forever and it just works for them. You know what I
it
mean?
just works.
But I think most of the time, they can just be bad experiences because, bro, love is hard.
Oh, man.
Like, yeah.
So what would you say, if for the people out there that's been through relationships, what would you say, what have you learned the most from your last relationship? What would be like the main thing that you learned from it?
I just feel like, yeah, we get deep.
That's deep.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you mine if that can help,
Okay, you
help
go.
you.
Yeah, you
so what I learned is like just being more understanding, and think in perspective. Honestly, putting yourself in your partner's shoes. I think a lot of the times we react on our feelings and we don't really ever understand our partner and see how they're feeling.
I was about to say the exact opposite.
For real?
I was about to be like, be more like independent on your own first, to where you can leave and be fine type shit.
Okay,
Because
so
I feel
girls
like,
want to just trap you hard.
Yeah, like,
keep you in the sense.
I don't know how to explain it that way, but like, make sure that you good on your own too. Like, you're not relying on this person all the time. You know what I mean? To where you can still be like on your own. You don't got to talk to that person.
Because it is unhealthy relying on someone. Because then that's dependency, and then that's
that's what I feel like. I feel like you should be dependent.
So I mean, and if that's the case, you're smart. Because I mean, why not wait to get older and meet someone that is ready?
Yeah, bro. I mean, if you young. Don't
yeah, no.
Just go live your life. I got people at my age. I got kids now.
Oh man,
Why would you have a kid now?
Dude.
Like you could be doing whatever instead of at home burping your baby.
I know, burp it up.
Nah, but I'd be like, you got a kid, good for you. I feel like some people just want that life.
That's true.
And if you would want that life, then like.
Well, some people think that that's happiness.
Yeah.
And that's like.
I think it's happiness. I would love to have a kid, just not now.
Mhm.
But yeah.
So that's like an interesting subject too that I like to talk about. So like being happy, right? Like, so a lot of people think that, like, when you ask someone like, what's your dream? And then they think like, oh, I have a house, have a kid, have a wife, a dog.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you think it's more than that? Because I always feel like
happiness.
Like I feel like to have a dream or to have, or like let's skip all the dream part. Why do you think we're here? Like, what do you think life is based on? Because I feel like that's the question, right? Because it's like people are like, oh, life is basically you get a girl, you have married, you have kids.
Yeah, like the system.
But I feel like life is on chasing what you want. Dream. And then I feel like relationships just a plus.
Yeah.
Like that's all plus. I don't think that's what life's about.
Well, plus or a distraction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that way, that's why I'm saying it could be like a plus or like a, you know what I'm saying? Because
I think it just depends on the situation.
And where you're at the time. And,
just shit like that.
And mindsets and stuff like that.
If that's something that you want to do and it's not holding you back, it ain't a distraction. If I'm doing music and you make it to where I can't do my music, then you a distraction. You know?
Stop being a distraction, ladies. Please, we love our time, and you know y'all love y'all time. Y'all do your nails, y'all do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Give you a little bit of time.
Just a little bit of time.
But that's it.
Alright, so we'll skip all that love thing. So, what about your style, bro? I like your style. Where do you get your style from?
I don't know. I just be doing my own shit. There's, I got really into like fashion. Maybe like as I got out of high school. I always wanted to like dress kind of like how I do now. I just never had the funds to do it. But after I started working for myself and all that stuff, I put money into it. And I really fuck with accessories. I like the bag. Yeah. I like the bag. I like the little extra shit, rings. I wear.
Show out that bandana. I like that.
But rings. I got earrings. Shit like that. I feel like that just makes you like. It's just creative.
So when we see you blown up, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to see you all chained up, rocked down, diced up, you know?
Yeah. I like all the little extra stuff. I think it's cool.
No, that's cool. So how important do you think your image is? Like, and I'm not saying that you create like, one. I'm just saying the, you know.
I think image is important. I can't talk.
No,
image is important. Mm-hmm. That's just... Okay, so when people think of you, that's what they see, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I want that to be the, how do I even
perspective?
Words? I feel like your image is important because that's how people remember you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because people always remember like that one thing when they think about you. I feel like when I'm thinking of like big artists, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know this for them. I know this, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like and just building onto that, like that's how you get fans. I feel like different shit like that.
So who do you think you relate to the most, like artist wise?
Like who do I relate to?
Yeah, the most. Do you feel like?
I feel like I relate a lot to like Juice WRLD and Killer Roy. Yeah. I do a lot of like sad, emo hip hop type stuff like that. I get like a lot of like similar vibes like that. I like Uzi though. I feel like I got like Uzi energy type, but with like Juice like songs type. I like having that little like upbeat little bump thing, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Those are probably like three that I feel like I relate to.
What is your favorite song that you have out so far? Released, unreleased.
If I had to, are we talking unreleased? Bro, my unreleased shit goes crazy. I got so much unreleased shit. Well, so okay, because like just recently, I was like, you know what? I want to start. I feel like I've been on some level 1 shit. I'm trying to go to level 2. I'm trying to go like next shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of my unreleased, I'm not even gonna fucking release, just because I feel like I can do way better, and I want to start putting more time and effort into my songs. That way, I'm creating just the best shit I can. You know what I mean? To put that out and just be on my next level shit. Instead, because before I feel like I was making as many songs as I possibly could and then putting them out. Just trying to be like consistent on like that shit. Right. But I'm like, I feel like it should be like quality over quantity to where...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about Russ' situation, right? He was dropping singles every week for 10 years.
But I feel like that's also something you gotta do. He's just different.
No. Well, the reason why I even said that, I was thinking in my head, like, I mean, after like 5-6 years dropping singles, would you feel any doubt at that? You know what I'm saying?
Doubt about what?
Like just not making it in a sense at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Because even, dang, like, he had to just keep, like...
That's how long he was doing it? 6 years?
10 years.
10 years? Before he even blew up?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just gotta have that motivation.
Yeah, he's gotta have that. And I eventually, like, speaking of, like, Russ, because he's the type that produces his own music, right? Do you want to do that?
I would love to do that. That's my goal, actually. I want to eventually be able to just do my own shit. I want to be, not even that I would, but I would know how to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure I would still have somebody mix for me, record for me, all that stuff. But I want to be able to also sit down and go over the song and know everything about that song. Exactly. I know, like, I know everything about this. I know what I could do to make it better. I know what I could do to you know what I mean, just shit like that. And even just be like, mix it for somebody else.
Exactly.
I want to be able to like know how to do that. So I'm trying to bring somebody up with me. You know what I mean? Like I see, like as I get older, I see some young like some youngin doing it too. I want to be able to help them out. Like I'm being like Legend. That's my bro right now. He's like 10 years older than me. He helping me. I want to be able to help somebody like that too. But yeah, I just feel like I want to know how to do all that stuff. So
are we? From my understanding, are we hearing a future label from you?
Hey, if I could get a label going, I would.
What would that be called? What would that? Just shout out in the dark.
I don't even know. So when I post my music, I put it under a label of just MNCE for minutes, but I just use that. But I feel like that'd be. That's
actually cool. That sounds cool.
If I make a little acronym for it.
Yeah.
MNCE. I don't know. I'll think of that later.
I know. Come soon, you guys. Come soon. But so also I know you started doing acting.
Yeah, I just started doing that. Shout out Golf.
Shout out Golf Television.
All of Golf Productions. Go follow, subscribe, like, do all of that.
All that shit.
Bro.
So what made you want to first start doing acting? Or even...
I feel like going into music widened my perspective on like a lot of things. Like I would love to do acting now. I would love to do... I'm just more open to like content. It's just content and different things that you're doing and experiencing. And I don't know, it's just another thing that I can do. You know what I mean?
Do you like it? Is it
I haven't started it yet. So I don't know yet. You can kill it. I haven't started it yet, so I can't talk from first-hand experience. But I'm very excited to. And I think it's just
like another
thing, another tool I can use,
And honestly, it's like I said, just talking to you, man. You're smart. That's smart. And a lot of people don't think that way. They're not self-motivated. They're not like trying to open wide. They're not trying to do different things. So it's very, very interesting that you're like that, and that's good. And I really think you're gonna do a lot in the future.
I appreciate it.
And I'm glad that you came through to see what's good and vibe with me.
Hell yeah.
If anything else would you like to say? Shout out anything you want to shout out your project. You want to shout out your Instagram. You want to
search me up all platforms. SKOTTthaMENACE. Go run BLACKHEARTS. My new lane EP.
Out now.
Everything.
Out now.
Everywhere. Music videos.
Below.
I got music videos. I got everything. Search me up. Don't be a lame.
And of course, you guys, thank you for coming through and vibing with us. We'll see you guys next week. We out.
Like.